Howdy freeze dryers, welcome back to Live Life Simple. You may have noticed that we're taking a small hiatus with freeze drying recipes because we have a lot of things going on right now. I've been feeling a little under the weather, plus there's just a ton of cool new gadgets coming out that I want to show you for freeze drying. Today it's going to be for the Avid Armor, as so many of you have and we've all come to love. So we're going to get right to that. We're going to do some Avid Armor accessories coming up. So I just got my package from Avid Armor in the mail. This is a 3-piece storage set. It's the vacuum canisters. That is gonna go hand in hand with the other thing that I ordered. The accessory hose is finally available for the Euro series. I believe this is also compatible with their new Expedition series, I think it's called. And I have been waiting for a long time for this to come out, basically since I bought the Euro series. If you have the USV32, there is now an adapter plug that will work with all of the accessories for sealing mason jars and also sealing the canisters and things like that, all the other accessories that we're gonna go over. That's with all of the USV32 series, so that's awesome news. It doesn't matter whether your USV is older or newer. So I want to show you all the accessories that I got for the Euro series. I want to go through the benefits of them. I'm going to do that in the freeze drying kitchen. It's a little loud in here. I have the freeze dryer going and I've had this ongoing frog in my throat that I cannot get rid of. So it's going to be a little easier to hear in there. It is the season that your relatives get you sick over the holidays. These accessories also qualify for that 10% off that you can get with the vacuum chamber sealer. You just need to go through my affiliate and you enter the promo code Live Life Simple, and then they'll give you 10% off of your purchase. So this is the canister set. There's 3 different canisters, 3 different sizes. These can be used for freeze-dried food. They can be used for dry goods, leftovers, etc. They come with 3 lids also. The lids are all the same size because the top of the canister is, they're all the same size as well. They're just different heights. They also come with an accessory port hose. I believe this can be used with the USV20, I think it is, and maybe some of the other ones. I'll put the compatible models here. This will not work with the Euro series. You do have to have a special accessory hose for the Euro series, but the one side is identical. It just plugs into the top here. These are going to be really handy for me, especially for doing videos, because I can just throw my food in here instead of bagging it every time. And then after I rehydrate it, or if I only rehydrate part of it, I can then throw it into a bag for storage. Anything that's left for short-term storage or things that you need in your pantry, dry goods, things like that, these are going to be awesome because it's just going to keep your food fresh. It's going to keep the oxygen out. You can just always grab this and go and use it as you need it, reseal it when you're done. This also has a port on the top that says open and seal. That will release the vacuum, if you will, inside of this canister when you go to use it. Another thing that I purchased that I think will be extremely helpful for canners and freeze dryers alike is the mason jar sealing lid. These also come with the accessory too. Unfortunately, it does look like these lid sealers will only work on the larger size mason jars. You might be able to find one that will fit the smaller mouth jars, but this one is made for the large mouth, which is mainly what they sell now. But I know if you've been canning or doing this for a while, there are a pretty good amount of these smaller jars or the smaller mouth jars out there. So let's put these to work and let's see how we can use all of these and see the benefits of them. And we're going to do the accessory hose first. Remember, this is just for the Euro series. If you have another Avid Armor, then this will not pertain to you. You can just you can fast forward ahead to the other accessories. So one side of this hose has a hex head that is going to fit inside this hex head area on this little port back here. This is your accessory port. It's not going to fit in there real tight. It just kind of slides on there. All right, we'll check out these canisters first, and for dramatic effect, I'm gonna put some freeze-dried peas in here because those should move around real nice once we enter the vacuum back into there. So you're gonna place the lid on the top here, and you wanna make sure that this is scrolled over to the seal. Press the lid on. We're then gonna turn the machine on. We're gonna hit this calibration button right here. That'll say C. You wanna hit this other button once, the up down button, that will take you to E. That is the accessory function of this vacuum chamber sealer. So once that is on, we can put our hose on, make sure this is secure, place the other side into the top of the container. We're gonna go down and hit the stop vacuum function. I don't know why they made it the stop vacuum function, but that's what you do to start this. 5 to 10 seconds is all you need. You don't want to go any longer than that because you don't want this to vacuum and do damage to those containers. You can hit stop when you're done. And when you do that, this the accessory port of the vacuum hose probably will fall off. It really just sits on there and is just suctioned on with this gasket. So it doesn't sit on there very well. You kind of have to hold it on when it first gets to suctioning. But you should be good to go now. This should be good and vacuumed. And this is really on there. I can't pull this off. So let's see what happens when we go and click the open. There you go, you heard its little burp, and then it is open and ready to go. So the same can be done with our mason jar. You don't want the screw part of the mason jar on, you just want this little cap part. You just place it on there, put the sealer top on there. We're gonna do the same exact thing, you just plug it right into the little port in the top here. We're gonna hold this on, we're gonna hit stop vacuum. So same thing, 5, 10, 15 seconds, whatever you feel is necessary. And then you're gonna remove your hose, you're gonna remove the cap, and this should be on there really, really tight. And the thing I love, it's so satisfying when you pry these lids off. They're really on there. You can see the stuff swirling around in there when you let the air back in. Once your cap is tight on there, then you'll just take this, the threaded lid, and screw that on, and you're good. You're ready for some long-term or short-term storage. Either way, that's a pretty sweet accessory. I'm so glad that they finally made one for the Euro series. I'm also extremely happy that this is available for the USV32 now, mainly because I think that there are probably a lot more freeze dryers that own a USV32. The Guide series and the Euro series are quite a bit more money, but you can get the same functions now out of this USV32. The only thing that's stopping you is this little piece right here. And once you have this little piece, and it comes with a hose as well, you are able to use all of the same accessories that Avid Armor offers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how you can retrofit your USV32. It's really fast, it's really easy. We're gonna do that right now. And what's interesting is that I have never really noticed this thing the entire time I've owned the USV32. So if you take the seal bar off, you just lift up on it, there's a little thing that says remove for cleaning, pull, and that is just a plug. And once you pull that out, then our little gasket is kind of a rubber type thing. You can slip that down into that hole. And then we're just gonna plug that little gasket up with our vacuum hose. And both our mason jar sealer and our containers are gonna work the exact same way as they did with the Euro series that we did earlier. It's just gonna go right on the top. Everything is gonna be the same other than your buttons. And on the USV32, you're gonna hit auto vac and seal. You're gonna let that go for about 5 seconds, and then when you're done, you're gonna hit the cancel button. And then at that point, you should have a sealed jar, just like you did in the Euro series that we discussed earlier. And being able to do this on the Euro series and the Guide series and the USV32 now is so cool. I'm so glad that Avid Armor was able to make this happen. And I know there's a lot of freeze dryers and canners and food preservers out there, including myself, that own this machine or one of Avid Armor's machines. And it's just cool that they are able to do this now. But these 3 accessories are super helpful for freeze drying. I'm excited to get to using them. I've been waiting for a long time for that accessory hose to come out so I could buy this other stuff. Don't forget, if you're gonna buy an Avid Armor or you're gonna buy some Avid Armor accessories, use this promo code Live Life Simple. They can be found down in the description, and that'll get you 10% off of your purchase. You can't find a 10% discount anywhere else except for this channel, so keep that in mind if you're gonna purchase. It's a free 10%. In the meantime, this is Retired at 40. Remember to live life simple. We'll catch you next week.